Men, let me ask you something personal. Have you noticed your energy slipping away little by little? Maybe you wake up more tired than you used to, maybe your strength in the gym, or even the way you climb a flight of stairs, doesn't feel the same. Or maybe it's not just the body, it's your confidence. That spark you once had in your step, that feeling of being unstoppable, that quiet pride in knowing your body could keep up with your life, is it starting to fade? Now here's the thing most men don't realize, the answer isn't always in a pill bottle, or in another doctor's appointment. Sometimes the key to restoring your strength, your circulation, your very vitality as a man, is hidden in something so simple, so ordinary, that it's sitting right in your kitchen cabinet. Imagine that. A natural, overlooked spice, smaller than your fingernail, that could help reawaken energy, sharpen focus, and bring back the sense of confidence you thought time had taken away. I'm Dr. David Jarrard. And for more than 30 years, I've worked with men just like you, men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who believed their best years were behind them. And I've seen what happens when the right small daily habit comes into play. I've watched tired, discouraged men regain their vitality, restore their circulation, and rediscover strength they thought was gone forever. Because let's be honest, the hardest part of aging isn't the gray hair or the wrinkles. It's the quiet losses. It's when you can't keep up with the yard work like you used to. It's when your stamina in the bedroom isn't what it was. It's when you stop recognizing the man in the mirror. That's the part that stings. But here's the truth you need to hear right now, you are not powerless. In this video, we're going to uncover one remarkable spice that science, and tradition, agree can boost circulation, restore energy, and support male vitality after 60. I'll walk you through exactly how it works inside your body, how to use it in a simple 1-minute ritual, and what you can expect to feel after 7 days, 14 days, and even 30 days. And before we dive in, I want you to do one thing for yourself. Drop a comment below with the words, "I'm ready," if you're serious about reclaiming your strength, your energy, and your confidence as a man. And don't forget to subscribe to Golden 70s Health, because every week, we share real, science-backed strategies to help men like you stay strong, independent, and full of life. Now, let's get started. Now let's talk about something every man over 60 has felt but often shrugs off, loss of energy. Picture this, you go to bed at a decent hour, you sleep a full 8 hours, yet when you wake up, instead of feeling refreshed, you feel heavy. You drag yourself to the bathroom, maybe pour that first cup of coffee, hoping it kicks you into gear. But deep down, you know, it's not the same. The old fire isn't there. Most men think, well, this is just what happens when you get older. It's part of aging. But let me stop you right there, because that belief is one of the biggest lies men have been told. Yes, your body changes with age, but constant exhaustion, brain fog, and low drive are not just aging, they're signals. Your body is talking to you. Here's the truth, the main reason your energy fades isn't because your muscles got weak overnight or because your body just gave up. It comes down to two powerful forces inside your body, your circulation and your hormones. Let's start with circulation. Think of your blood like fuel for an engine. When you were younger, that fuel was pumping strong and fast, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body. That's why you could work a full day, exercise, and still have energy left in the evening. But after 60, the pipes, your blood vessels, begin to narrow and stiffen. The fuel doesn't flow as well. That means your muscles, your brain, even your heart, aren't getting what they need. So of course you feel drained. Now let's add hormones into the mix, specifically testosterone. Testosterone is what gave you energy, strength, drive, and confidence as a younger man. But here's the problem, as cortisol, the stress hormone, goes up, testosterone goes down. And after 60, your body tends to produce more cortisol, especially if you're carrying hidden stress. The result? Low energy, low stamina, low motivation. So when you wake up tired, it's not just about age. It's your circulation slowing down and your testosterone being suppressed by stress. And that's why simply drinking more coffee, or trying to force yourself through the fatigue, doesn't work. You're fighting the wrong battle. The misconception most men have is that they blame their muscles, their joints, or even their sleep. They think, I'm not exercising enough, or, I'm just getting lazy. But the real issue is much deeper. It's your blood flow and hormones working against you. And here's the good news, you can do something about it. The right kind of natural support can wake up your circulation, calm your stress, and give your testosterone the room it needs to rise again. That means more energy, better focus, and a stronger sense of yourself. And this is where it gets exciting, because the spice I'm about to share with you has been used for centuries to do exactly that. It supports blood flow, reduces stress, and restores vitality in men. And this is just the beginning. Because energy is one piece of the puzzle. Circulation, that's the foundation of everything. And that's exactly where we're heading next. Let's talk about circulation, because for men, it truly is the lifeline. Think of your blood vessels like pipes in a house. When they're clean and clear, water flows freely, and every part of the home gets what it needs. But when those pipes narrow or get clogged, pressure builds, flow slows down, and suddenly nothing works the way it should. That's exactly what happens inside your body as you age. When you were younger, your blood vessels were wide open, flexible, and strong. Blood moved with ease, carrying oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, your heart, even your brain. That's why you had the stamina to work all day, exercise, and still have the energy to enjoy your evenings. But after 60, those vessels naturally start to harden and narrow. Inflammation, stress, and time all play a part. And as the pipes get tighter, less blood reaches the places that matter most. Now here's where the spice comes in. Inside this tiny spice is a powerful compound called eugenol. Eugenol acts like a natural vasodilator. In simple terms, it helps your blood vessels relax and open back up, allowing circulation to flow more freely again. Just like unclogging the pipes in a house, suddenly everything runs better. Your energy, your stamina, even your performance as a man. Here's the catch, most men think circulation can only be improved with medication. They hear words like blocked arteries or poor blood flow and assume the only solution is a prescription pill. But that's not the whole story. The truth is, natural compounds like the ones found in this spice can make a real, measurable difference. I've seen men who felt sluggish and weak begin to feel alive again simply by giving their circulation the support it needed. And it wasn't from another drug or expensive treatment. It was from small, consistent habits that opened up blood flow naturally. Because here's the bottom line, supporting your circulation is the foundation of everything else. When your blood moves freely, your muscles get stronger, your brain feels sharper, your energy rises, and yes, your confidence as a man returns. Circulation is the silent force behind your vitality. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your entire life to see improvements. Sometimes, all it takes is one simple daily ritual with this spice to begin changing the way you feel from the inside out. But let's not stop there. Because while circulation lays the foundation, there's another piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked, and that's hormonal balance. And for men over 60, it plays an even bigger role than most realize. I'll never forget a man who once sat across from me in my office. He looked me in the eye and said, "Doctor, I don't feel like myself anymore. I'm tired all the time. I can't focus. And the spark in my marriage, it's just gone." His words were heavy, but what struck me most was the look on his face. It wasn't just fatigue. It was the pain of a man who felt like he was losing himself. And maybe you felt the same. The days feel longer, but your energy feels shorter. You sit down to rest, and instead of feeling recharged, you just feel older. The confidence you once carried, whether at work, at home, or with your partner, doesn't feel the same. This is the silent battle so many men face after 60. But let's peel back the layers and talk about why this happens. Inside that same spice that helps open your blood vessels is another powerful compound called beta-caryophyllene. This compound works directly on your stress hormones. Specifically, it helps lower cortisol, the hormone your body pumps out when you're under constant stress. Here's why that matters: cortisol and testosterone are enemies. When cortisol rises, testosterone falls. And testosterone isn't just about muscle, it's your energy, your drive, your focus, and your very sense of masculinity. When testosterone is low, life feels flat. You lose your spark. Now here's the good news. By lowering cortisol naturally, beta-caryophyllene gives your testosterone room to breathe again, room to rise. And when testosterone rises, you begin to feel like yourself again. Stronger, sharper, more alive. Too many men believe that once their vitality fades, it's gone forever. They think, this is just aging. There's nothing I can do. But that's simply not true. Vitality doesn't vanish, it gets suppressed. And when you give your body the right tools, it knows exactly how to restore itself. I've seen men who thought their best days were behind them regain not only their energy but also their confidence, confidence in their bodies, confidence in their relationships, confidence in themselves. And it wasn't from chasing youth. It was from supporting their hormones and circulation naturally. So here's the takeaway: reducing stress and restoring testosterone doesn't always require drastic steps. Sometimes, it's as simple as using the right natural support at the right time. That's where this spice shines. It doesn't just help your circulation. It creates the perfect environment for your hormones to thrive, for your energy to return, and for your drive to come back stronger than ever. And that brings us to the next important step. Because knowing what this spice does inside your body is one thing. But how do you actually use it in your daily life to get the benefits? Let's talk about the simple 1-minute ritual that can make all the difference. Unlike pills, expensive treatments, or complicated diets, what I'm about to share with you is quick, simple, and natural. It doesn't take hours of planning. It doesn't require prescriptions. All it takes is 1 minute a day, a single minute that can help change how you feel as a man. Here's how the ritual works. You begin with 2 or 3 whole cloves. Not the powdered form you find in spice jars, not the oil that's sold in bottles, just the dry flower buds themselves. Hold them in your hand for a moment. They may seem small, ordinary, almost insignificant. But don't be fooled. Inside those tiny buds are compounds that can unlock circulation, calm stress, and support your hormones all at once. The first step is simple: place them gently between your molars. Bite down just enough to crack them open. Don't rush. Don't chew hard. You're simply unlocking the oils. For the first 30 seconds, don't chew at all. Just let those oils release and mix with your saliva. This is when the eugenol begins to absorb through the soft tissues of your mouth, moving into your bloodstream almost instantly. Unlike pills, which can take hours to digest, this works in real time. After 30 seconds, begin to chew slowly. Not fast, not forceful. Let each drop of oil be released. Take your time with it. Another 30 seconds is all you need. By the end of that 1 minute, the active compounds are already moving through your body, doing the work they were designed to do. Relaxing your blood vessels, lowering your stress, and setting the stage for testosterone to function as it should. When you finish, you can spit out the remains or swallow them. Either way, the ritual is done. That's it, 60 seconds. No doctor's appointment. No waiting room. No complicated process. Just a simple habit you can do in your own kitchen. Now let me give you 2 of the best times to practice this ritual. The first is about 1 hour before bed. Why? Because that's when your nervous system is winding down, your blood pressure is stabilizing, and your body is preparing for hormonal recovery. Chewing cloves before bed helps set the stage for deeper, uninterrupted sleep, and it's during sleep that your testosterone is naturally produced. The second best time is first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. That's when your body is most receptive. It clears the brain fog, jumpstarts your circulation, and sets the tone for the day. Many men even choose to chew cloves before a workout or before intimacy, because the boost in circulation and focus can be felt almost immediately. It's simple. It's natural. It's 1 minute. But the impact can ripple through your energy, your confidence, and your vitality. But here's the question you're probably asking right now: what will I actually feel if I do this every day? Let's break it down step by step, and I'll show you what men commonly notice after 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days of this ritual. So now you know the ritual. But the real question is, what happens when you actually commit to it? What changes can a man expect when he makes this a daily habit? Let me walk you through the journey, because for many men, it unfolds in stages. By the end of the first 7 days, the changes are often subtle but meaningful. You may notice your sleep begins to feel different. Instead of tossing and turning, you find yourself sinking into deeper rest. You wake up feeling just a little lighter, not dragging yourself out of bed the way you used to. Some men describe it as a gentle warmth in the chest or the lower body, almost like your circulation is beginning to switch back on. It's not dramatic, but it's foundational, the first signal that your body is responding. Move forward to around day 14, and the progress becomes clearer. Your mind starts to feel sharper. You find yourself focusing more easily, handling stress without getting as tense, and even feeling more emotionally balanced. For some men, this is when morning energy makes a comeback. You roll out of bed with more strength and even notice performance in areas of life you thought were gone. These moments build your confidence. They remind you, you're not done yet. Then comes day 30, and this is where the deeper shifts take hold. Circulation feels stronger, steadier, more reliable. Your energy no longer flickers on and off like a weak light bulb. It feels firmer, more consistent, like a steady flame. You may find yourself walking with more purpose, tackling your day with more clarity, and yes, showing up with more confidence in your relationships. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about reclaiming the vitality that was always inside you. But here's something important to remember: every man's journey looks different. Some notice these changes almost immediately, while others feel them more gradually. And that raises an interesting question: is it the consistency, the timing, the diet you follow alongside it, or maybe even your genetics that makes the biggest difference? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Drop a comment below and let's talk about it, because your perspective might be the one thing another man out there needs to hear. For a man, nothing cuts deeper than the quiet feeling of losing his edge. The fatigue that creeps in no matter how much you rest. The drive that isn't as strong as it used to be. The frustration when your body doesn't respond the way it once did. And it's not just physical, it seeps into everything. Your confidence takes a hit. Your marriage feels the weight. Even your happiness can feel like it's slipping away. I've seen it in the eyes of countless men over the years: the disappointment, the shame, the silent question: is this it? Is this really how the rest of my life is going to feel? But here's what I need you to hear, man to man: you are not broken. Your body hasn't forgotten how to be strong. It hasn't forgotten how to produce energy, how to circulate blood, how to respond with power and vitality. It's still there, waiting for the right support, the right spark, the right daily step to bring it back to life. That's why this matters. Because you don't have to surrender to weakness. You don't have to accept fatigue as your new normal. You don't have to give up on the spark that makes you feel alive as a man. If you've been feeling more tired, weaker, or less confident lately, don't brush it off. Don't tell yourself, that's just old age. Take one small step. Start with this simple daily ritual. It's 1 minute, but it could be the turning point, the moment you remind your body what it's capable of. Because here's the truth: you still have more strength, more energy, and more life ahead of you. This isn't about chasing youth. It's not about going backward. It's about reclaiming your vitality right now, at this stage of your life. It's about showing up stronger for yourself, for your family, for the people who count on you. You are not at the end of your story. You're at the beginning of a new chapter. And in this chapter, you get to choose strength, you get to choose energy, you get to choose life. To recap what we've covered today, circulation, energy, and hormones all tend to decline after 60. That's why so many men feel weaker, more tired, and less confident with each passing year. But it doesn't have to stay that way. With one simple spice, used in the right way, you can begin to restore balance, reclaim strength, and remind your body of the power it still holds. Now I want to hear from you. Which part do you think makes the biggest difference, improving circulation, lowering stress to boost hormones, or the ritual itself? Comment below and share your thoughts. You might inspire another man who's watching this right now, someone who needs to hear your perspective to take that first step. And if you found this video useful, I invite you to subscribe to Golden 70s Health. Every week, we share natural, science-backed tips designed specifically for men over 60, practical strategies to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent. No gimmicks, no hype, just real tools for real men who want to live fully in their golden years. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, stay confident, and remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are thousands of men just like you choosing to fight for their vitality every day. And you can too. I'll see you in the next video.